Today I'm going to be discussing the dangers of serving hearing paperwork to a tenant. The past few weeks we've been discussing the different types of hearings at the residential tenancies branch. But once you've applied and received your hearing paperwork, you need to serve that paperwork on the tenant, and that's what today's topic is all about. So let's talk about safety. What are we talking about here? That person or group of tenants either owes you money, they're damaging the property, or you're taking them to court for thousands of dollars in a landlord claim. Serving someone can be dangerous if you consider the emotional component of why you're serving that person. And keep in mind, you need to serve a copy of the hearing paperwork on each leaseholder. That means if there's 3 leaseholders, you need to serve all 3. That triples the amount of uncomfortable conversations. None of these scenarios are pleasant and confrontation is likely, so please, if you aren't comfortable, stay safe and hire a professional. Hire a process server or a property management company to perform this for you. And there are also service rules that apply if your tenants are still residing at the rental property. There is a specific way to serve the tenants and a specific way to fill out the paperwork. Not to mention something called a statutory declaration of service. I'll be discussing that form in detail in a future video. But the statutory declaration of service is a necessary step because if the tenant chooses not to show up at the hearing, a judgment can still be rendered and they can still be held accountable for future collections and garnishments. And if you have 3 tenants, you're going to need 3 separate declaration of services signed for each leaseholder, and this also has to be witnessed by a commissioner of oaths. The last thing you want is to only serve 1 tenant and then wait 6 weeks for the hearing only to find out their roommate will get off scot-free if you proceed, or postpone and reschedule the hearing while you attempt to serve the other tenant or tenants, which could delay the hearing by another 2 months or more. So if all of this sounds intimidating, then leave this step to a professional process server or a property management company. And that will do it. Join us next week where I'll be outlining strategies on serving a tenant or tenants if you were to choose to do it yourself. Thanks for watching.